Hey smokers, Draga1 here, and today we're going to be installing the NVIDIA Quadro FX 4500. The first thing we're going to do is install a couple of games and see how they run. Then we're going to switch over to the Quadro and then see how the performance differs. That's a very debatable expression. So let's start off with Halo. What the fuck? How about Lego Star Wars? Well, I like that one. Let's start installing. Lego Star Wars is copied. Next on the list, Age of Empires 3. And yeah, just drag it. Because I think I may have left the CD in the drive. Oh, god damn. Aw, man. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Let's see if Age of Mythology is any easier. What? It kicked out this disc too. I wonder why that is. Ooh, come on, come on. Yes, found it. What the? Are you serious? I went through all that work and this doesn't work? Optical drive out of there. Oh, well, that was easy. Oh, oh. There, perfect. System does not contain any ATA devices. That's not a good sign. The other PowerMac G5 optical drive broke my optical drive. I can't get any CDs to work with this now at all. And of course, there's some kind of weird terminal command you gotta... Okay, up. Halo is now mounted as a CD right here. Remote disk off of my Mac Mini server. Let's let it install. Alright, so after a long time, it finally finished. Age of Mythology. Oh, cool. It popped up. Oh, finally just popped up. There it goes. Okay, a lot of time later. Let's go ahead and quit that. So let's go ahead and start trying some of this stuff. Oh no. This is bad. We have a working drive now. I'm using the second SATA port on the logic board, which would be used for a secondary hard disk, but instead I have a SATA cable plugged in, and the actual drive itself is powered by a secondary power supply to eject another Hiren's boot CD. Oh, I forgot there's a speaker in this. Oh, would you look at that? It runs perfectly! I don't really see how this could get any better. As you can see, there's a big improvement between the PowerMac G4 and the G5. In fact, I think I remember this running just fine on a Mac Mini. Ooh, dynamic shadows. Feels like it's definitely lagging. So now we are running at the native resolution of the monitor, and that does look a lot better. We may not even need the Quadro at this rate. Definitely not running at perfect FPS. Seems to call out the shadows when they're too far away. Let's move on to, well, Halo, I guess. Not yet, definitely some lag there. And that most certainly isn't. That's running about as good as it did on the G4. So it is possible for this game to run faster than this. As you can see, there's definitely a lot of room for improvement here. So next on the list is Age of Empires 3. So it looks like the game will actually run pretty smoothly right now, but that's because the graphics are turned down all the way. If we go in here and we turn up all of the graphics... Oh my god. I don't know if you can see that, but the background is lagging like a Mo trucker. I got Napoleon on my team. Oh my sweet lord. Oh, come on. Wow. This is... I didn't know it was going to struggle quite this bad. I'm glad I didn't turn on anti-aliasing. Oh my lord. Okay, so this game is running bad enough to the point where I think it's not even ever going to work good on a G5. We still have another game. Age of Mythology. Prostagma. Into you. Well, I told you it was going to be perfect. Well, it works good. So I got Doom 3 on here. And I gotta restart it. Already feeling a little bit of lag. Now you can see we're running at a pretty poopable 20 FPS. Get out of here. Fuck you! Now we're at 60. Oh, no, not anymore.
Mars City is a smoke-free facility.
What?
Took your sweet time, Marine?
No.
The UAC cares about the quality of employees.
My ass! I remember this loading screen.
Now you're ready for combat.
Alright, well, long story short, this doesn't run very well. But this is max graphics, you have to hand it that, so... Now, on to Quake 4. Hey, 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 hey! Beth, where are you going now? I'm going to get my car, Grandma! Sweet Jesus!
This is Sergeant Miller. I'm taking Badger Squad in to clear out the
Oh
facility.
no, that was a bad idea, putting it on Ultra. 1 FPS. Oh, 2! The textures do not look like they loaded in all the way. Sudden spike of 30. Oh, yeah, I need a new graphics card.
Fall back to Valley Point Alpha 9.
Because holy balls. Good God, this was a bad idea. And just for shiggles. Of course this game runs perfect. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Okay. This is how games I would prefer to have them run performance-wise. That's the smoothness I'm looking for. So now that we've tried all the games, it's time to install the Quadro. Okay, so through much pain and suffering, I got it in there. The 6-pin PCI Express power. Without it, this card won't even power up. 6-pin to Dual Mol X. I wouldn't worry so much, because I did this same thing with my Dogecoin mining computer. Quadro fan is spinning. Turn on the monitor. It chimes. This is not a good sign. It didn't work. This was actually a Mac Pro video card. So it may seem that the video is all lost. This is a AGP NVIDIA 6800 Ultra 256 megabytes of VRAM. So this is not a PCI Express card, this is an AGP card. So I would need another PowerMac G5, which I do have. The downside to using these is that they can only go up to 256 megabytes of VRAM. So that means Quake 4 on Ultra, Doom 3 on Ultra, not gonna happen. I'm gonna switch the computers, swap the hard drive into it. Got the optical drive back in, hard disk moved over. That hasn't moved anywhere. No weird cables sticking out, it just works. Now G5 should work. Let's get back up where we started. So what I thought was going to be a simple hard disk swap into the new PowerMac G5 turned into a whole other nightmare I wasn't quite expecting. Well, it got a little bit further than it did last time, but it's still locked up on me. So what I'm going to do now is I've put in a second hard disk. This is a fresh hard drive right here. I'm going to install a fresh copy of Leopard onto it, and then I'm going to use Migration Assistant to move the information from here to here. Wish me luck again.
Mac OS 10 includes a built-in screen.
Shut up! So what we do here is from another volume on this Mac. Okay, transfer. This is SATA to SATA. It's almost done. Hey, everything I left right where it was. Okay. Even if we bump up to the GeForce 6800 Ultra, we're going from G3D mark score of 49 to 138. Still, you know, it's not as good as if it were, you know, the Quadro. Let's just go ahead and see what sort of improvements we can see FPS-wise going from 6600 LE to the 6800 Ultra. Pretty clean migration if you ask me. 256 megabyte video memory. Oh my god! Oh. Hey! I'm gonna let it load a little bit here. I wanna wait. We went from 1 FPS in here to 3 to 4 FPS. I'm walking in here. 30. Guy jumping down, you can actually see that he jumped down. Let me turn this down. Holy balls. Before this, we could not play this. Before we could not play this. This is Ultra settings. Normally you would not play this on Ultra. I can actually feel what's going on now. I could not before. Even if it's not the Quadro, we're still a little better off, I want to say. I think that's backwards order anyway. If we can go from 4 FPS to 30 FPS, we can go from 30 FPS to 60 FPS. 20 FPS. 60. 20. 60. Let's go back the way we came. I don't think we're seeing too much difference. A couple spikes of 60 there. Sort of needs to charge up to 60. And then it like stays there. I don't know now. It's weird. It does seem like it's hitting 60 more than Quake was. High quality. 25. 60. And lights. Every time I come up to a door, it just lags. But hey, this is pretty good. This is not too bad. But hey, outdoor area. 60 locked. Gotcha. I was almost starting to get a little bit immersed there, just sort of, you know, forgetting what was going on. I was just sort of playing the game. This is more than playable, except for the lag every time I fucking run into the door. Oh, where are you going, you baby? Ah, yes, die. Oh god, Jesus. Okay, so a real challenge is gonna be this game. It's definitely lagging, but it's lagging a lot less than it was before. Before it was like, the guy was like, but now he's like, you can sort of track him, see? Before it was like this. Can I actually play the game at full graphics? Oh my god. I can... Well, I mean, it's not good. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, it's not good, but I think if I really wanted to tell something to happen, it would happen. Like, that's moving. This is a definite improvement. Quick way to solve the problem is... Yeah, let's just hold it high, down high. Beautiful. Beautiful. Wow, and it still looks good. And that's just dropping it down to high. Very high must have been like Uber, you're an idiot mode. I have no idea. Like, I like this. I want to play a game of this on this now. This is... Alright, so that leaves one more game. Now, we won't be trying this. We won't be trying this, because we already know those already work pretty much full FPS. Halo, I've been trying to get running full FPS on a Power PC machine for a while. Alright, it's looking smooth. Look at the smooth. See how this scene works. Much better. Way better. Look at that. Let me actually reload. Let me try and redo that, the same thing I just did. Remember shooting into that, how slow that was? Nah, that's definitely better. Again, this is a 2003 Mac release, originally a 2001 Xbox release, but now this is feeling playable. And that's on the max of the max setting. So we've seen with Halo, we've seen it go to like an untextured mess to a slightly playable game that looks better on when we upgraded the graphics card on the on the Power Mac G4. And then we went to a working game at full graphics that wasn't full FPS to this. So we've had several graphics card upgrades on the channel of trying to get Halo working as best as it can in its native environment. And anything short of, you know, switching over to the Mac Pro and using the universal binary version, in the world of Power PC, this is maybe as good as it gets. If I had the Quadro, it would clean up any sort of issues with, well, I'm going in circles. Clean up any sort of FPS drops anywhere. I'm pretty sure it would clean up all of that. So yeah, I think that just about does it, buddy. This is where I ended the video on the Mac Mini SD card video, where it was looking like kind of crap compared to this. It was actually not running as good as this. But it looks like it's a bit of a improvement, if I do say so myself. A good place to end videos on is this little staircase scene here. So yeah, everybody, thanks for watching. Hope you managed to enjoy it despite all the faults and blundering misstep of misidentifying the video card. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.